Alright, it's Tuesday, I think, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. It's Halloween. I did the piss test yesterday. I think it should be clean. Yeah, October 31st. I've been on probation since November 2 years ago. Haven't been able to leave San Diego County. Tried multiple times to set up an agreement that I could leave and come back or whatever, and they just don't want to work with me. Tried to set up a court thing to get a medical marijuana card and all that. They don't want to work with me. They're just like, no, we're not going to do that. So it's just been hell. I just had to endure for 2 years. And in that 2 years, I got robbed $5,000 that I worked a hot summer in Anaheim, California to save. And also had a storage unit broken into. All my valuables and stuff I wanted to keep for the rest of my life got stolen. Everything I wrote down while I was in jail. Old drawings from when I was a teenager. Stuff that I made. Nice electronics. Shoes. All types of stuff. Yeah. Now I'm fucking living in a van because every place I go to, I get kicked out of. Even when the place is run by a fucking meth head, I still get kicked out somehow. And, yeah, I've been kicked out for having too many girls over. I've been kicked out for smoking weed. Just things that people shouldn't care about, you know? I could understand if I was having parties and fucking all that shit, but, I can have as many girls over as I want if I'm paying rent. I can smoke weed. It's legal here. I'm not gonna smoke in the house. I can understand that rule, and I'd follow that. But they would say that they smelled it on me even though I didn't smoke. It's it doesn't matter. I live here. If you're gonna have a tenant, you're gonna have different smells that they have coming into the house, and you're gonna have to deal with that no matter who it is. Okay? Nobody's perfect. And yeah, so if you're gonna have a tenant, don't make it impossible for them to live their life. It's my suggestion to all future humans who try to rent out a room. And if you're trying to rent out the room, be the renter, have fun, because they're gonna put stipulations on you that suck, and it's not even worth it. So, but yeah, I have some money in cryptocurrency, and that's about it. I haven't had any income for months now. I started working at Vons, was doing great, on time all the time. Everyone there liked me, always had a good attitude. My glasses weren't broken. I would show up, I'd flip my nose ring in, and I'd do the work of 4 people, and I'm getting paid the least. There's handicapped people getting paid more than me there. It's every job I go to. It's like that. I agree with seniority and all that shit, but it's I've worked a lot of jobs. I have experience. You should make the starting pay a little more. But anyway, that was even before the probation. That was my experience, so. And, it happened in Iowa too, so it's not just San Diego. It's just been my experience in adulthood. It has just been very surprising in how bad people treat each other. No one wants to help each other out. Everyone just wants to see the next person have less than them. and it's sad. It's a rude awakening to the world. I want to help everyone out that I can. I want to see everyone succeed, but it's not how everyone thinks. A lot of people just want to kiss ass and look better for the teacher in front of everybody else. And it's just weird, you know, how I get fired from people who like watched me grow up as a kid in my hometown with just no remorse for reasons that didn't affect my work ability at all. And then out in San Diego, they fire me like I don't even need a job. They fire me like, you know, like it's nothing. It's just weird. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna live my life. Like, oh, he had his phone out while checking people in Walmart during COVID, and that wasn't even the job that I got hired for, and I was still doing it right at 7 a.m., whatever, when no one's coming in the door. Even when people are coming in the door, all I do is look up, tap +1. I'm not just gonna sit there and do nothing. I was finding places to rent, I was finding cars to buy. Like, I can be on my phone all the fuck I want if my job is still getting done. And shit, what are other reasons I've gotten fired? Being late because my car wouldn't work. Being late even though I told the person what I was doing and that I would be late those days, and they still fired me. It's like, you literally agreed that this was okay. What the fuck are you talking about? That's happened twice. What else have I gotten fired? I got fired for chewing tobacco and spitting in trash cans on the job. It's like, yeah, my job is still getting done. At least I'm not spitting on the floor or swallowing it, ruining my liver, making me not able to work. You should be proud of me. I don't chew tobacco. I only did for a little bit, but like, yeah, I was spitting it in the trash can. That's where it's supposed to fucking go. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, just faced a lot of weird situations in my life where people just didn't give me the benefit of the doubt, didn't care about my feelings, didn't care about, not my feelings, they didn't care about my life at all. They didn't care that I got a meal on the table. They didn't care that I wouldn't be able to have somewhere to sleep. They didn't care. They thought that what I was doing was so bad that I deserved to be suffering with no money, nowhere to lay my head. That is wrong. Like, yeah, you can reprimand someone, say, hey, you know, you need to get here on time, you need to not chew on the job, but firing them, that's not right. Like, that affects someone to the core, you know? Like, they have plans, they have things they want to do with the paycheck. They need that paycheck to survive. That's what it's for. And you just take it away from them because of stupid shit like that. You know how weird that is? That's like robbery. That's so wrong. You know? Just texting on the job. Everyone and their mother does that, okay? The person who fired me, I saw on her phone. Like, fuck off, you know? Like, it's so weird. It's just sad. It's really weird that I've had to deal with this amount of cruelty in my life when I've done nothing to these people but respect them and be a spectacle of entertainment almost. Like, it's weird. Anyway, I remember when I was a kid, I used to have like days where none of my friends would answer the phone, and I'd be like, look, it's National Don't Answer John Will Day. And I also used to have this thing like, I would sing, "Nothing ever works for me, I hate my life." Since a kid. And still to this day, I don't even care anymore. I just think it's the norm. Like, you know, but it's kind of sad from an outsider's perspective. But yeah, spent lots of money to be out here where weed is legal, so I wouldn't have to deal with that fucking conflict of the Midwest where weed was illegal and they would arrest me and put me in jail for having like a couple of grams of weed on me. That's why I moved out here, and then I got my rights taken away from me for something that didn't involve marijuana at all. You know, so that's another fucked up situation. And now they're testing me randomly. And I smoked a little bit of CBD joints, which are not even weed. Really, they don't get you high and have a chance of popping up for THC in the test. So if they tell me that I violated probation for that, they could technically make me serve more probation, or, you know, even worse, for just smoking weed. And it wasn't even weed, just for CBD, you know? And that is like amazingly wrong. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just tired of the big city, even though it's the same when I'm living in Iowa. Same shit. I'm just tired of being the spectacle and people fucking using me as an example of what not to be. I'm just so tired of it. It's like, yeah, you shouldn't text at work, but if your job is getting done, it's totally fine, in my opinion. And there's no reason to fire someone over. That's for sure. Being late, I mean, yeah, you have a duty to be there on time, but if your car's not working because you're fucking broke, and you've been going through fucking phases of bullshit like that, you should give them the benefit of the doubt and say, okay, we'll make it here when you can. You know, no one's gonna die if their fucking one worker's not there, you know? Respect people's fucking life. They've spent 10 years in the working industry and are still getting minimum wage. That's not right either. When someone signs up for EBT, be prompt in helping them, because I've been waiting for 6 months and I've been in and out of homelessness, and have not had money for food, and it's bad. I literally almost tear up. I'm in grocery stores and I see like those beef sticks or meat sticks or whatever. My dad used to like sell them, and I'm like sitting there contemplating taking a few. I'm like, you know, like, it's fucked up. It's like, why can't I just afford this food? Why can't I just not get fired for shit that shouldn't be fireable offenses? The Vons thing, my background check came back after 3 weeks of working well. What I was gonna say. And then they said that I can't work there anymore. When I've talked to people who are felonies, violent felonies, mine's not even violent, and they have multiple. I have one, and they're working at Vons. Like, why am I treated worse than these people? It's weird. Yeah, so I don't know what to do with my life, because I feel like I get treated worse than anyone else, and it's just hard. So I'm just trying to get a job, keep my head down, and I don't know, try not to be noticed next time I get a job. next time I get a place, just be a ghost, you know? It's like, how can you kick someone out when you don't even realize they're there? You don't even, you know, they do nothing. Like, that's what I have to do, I guess. Just fucking... I have to make sure everyone else around me is happy first. That's another thing I say all the time. Yep, make sure everyone else gets what they need first. I'll be fine, don't worry. I say that all the time too. Because it's true, everyone's driving around fucking teenagers and brand new cars and fucking people that don't even work and fucking nice houses. It's just like, whatever. But anyway, I'll never get compensated for it. I'll never get anything back that was stolen from me. The person I stole from got their car back in 3 days. Why was I even charged with anything? It's weird. Then while I was in jail, they took my car. Whatever. Alright. This is too long. I gotta go. Love you.